Hey family, it's Tuesday, which means it's Teaching Tuesday, and it's like 9:15 at night. But anyway, ain't these sunflowers cute? I think they're cute. They give me a little halo, John. It's cute. But here lately we've been talking about trusting the process, and it's been like a series. But I feel like today is the end of that series, okay? But the subtitle for this is He will not call you into a position that he has not prepared you for. So I'm going to be coming from a couple different stories this week, but the basic scripture is going to be from 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 36. The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of the Philistine. And Saul said to David, "Go, and the Lord be with you." That particular scripture is from David and Goliath, when they basically told David, you too young, you too scrawny to be trying to fight Goliath because he's so giant and all that, You know how folks do, down you and things. But David stood tall and he told them, look, I know what I'm doing. God is with me, so, who can be against me? You feel me? You feel me? Do you feel me? But going back to the title of him not putting you in a position where he hasn't prepared you. David was prepared because he was watching them sheep, and when things came to attack the sheep, he had to go kill them with what he had, which was like sticks and rocks and things. He was prepared to take out this giant. Just like you're prepared to walk into the position that God is calling you to, even though you feel like you're not qualified for it. Then we're going to jump over to my girl, Esther. You know what I'm saying? Esther felt like she wasn't ready to be queen. But then you read in the Bible how these women who were, trying to woo the king, they had to go through a year-long process to just be ready to even meet the king. And in that moment, God was showing me, you've already been through your process. Everything that you go through is a part of your process. And here recently, you guys, now listen, yeah, he gave me this word, but listen, I only started getting on it till last week, because I've been going through stuff, and I just be like, God, why? Why we gotta do this right now? Why? But the question you really need to ask is, what is he preparing me for? What is he teaching me right now? And while we're on the topic of what is he teaching me right now, so I told you guys, God told me to quit one job, and I did. And then I got this other job, which was really part-time hours and things. But, it was I'm super poor. This is not going to work for me. But then, I get into this other job, and it sucks. Manager sucks. Everything sucks. I'm just looking around. I'm like, you know what, God, I could run this and it'd be better. Then I get laid off. And then I got to go back to another job, which I love that job to death, but it's not paying me what I'm used to. So now I have to get used to budgeting my money. See, he's teaching me things. And in this process, it's God was teaching me how to budget my money, how to lead, how to listen. Fast forward, I've been filling out applications for months. Y'all, months! And I was not getting nothing. No callbacks, no interviews, no nothing. And y'all, I was going crazy. But like I said, there were lessons to be learned in the process. So I'm learning these lessons, and around last week, I feel we hit a peak. Okay, I understand what we're doing. I understand the things you're teaching me. So I told you I had 4 interviews last week. 2 of them were we love you. We love you. And I'm like, oh my God, I love you guys too. And so I go into this interview, and first of all, the lady forgot that I even had an interview. So these 2 people that were supposed to interview me ended up interviewing me, who ended up loving me. And then I get an email, and they're like, oh, can you come to the open house? But that was supposed to be for the people who didn't interview, but I went anyway. So then I walk in, and she's like, what's your name? So I tell her my name, and then she's like, oh, great, you're here because you're hired. And I'm, but here's where it gets tricky. So I applied for like this regular job, like regular position. Like I ain't want nothing too spectacular. I basically applied for jobs that I've like done in the past. So they're like, we're hiring for management. And I'm like, management. I've never managed anyone. No. You that can't be me. So they're like, no, we want you to be a manager. And I'm like, you are management material. I'm like, But the thing is, I'm questioning myself, like, am I management material here? And then it's like, he brought me this. See, you had to learn these lessons. You had to see what bad management looks like. You have to see what it looks like when employees argue. You have to see these things so that you can be the great manager that you're supposed to be. Which brings me to Saul. Y'all remember Saul? Saul was a bad man, going around persecuting everybody for believing in Jesus, persecuting the church and things like that. And then, he gets blinded by the light and his life changes. And now he's like a bomb evangelist. But the reason why Saul was so good at talking to people and ministering and being an evangelist is because he's already done those things in the past. He was already doing it. So when he used it for the glory of God, he was already good at it. That's the thing. God has already prepared you for whatever he's taking you to. I know that God called me in leadership, not just with jobs or anything, but my life as a whole. But because I question myself, I forget that he prepared me already. So this was basically like my testimony of trusting the process in this moment, trusting the process in this part of my walk. And I hope you guys are somehow inspired, or this helps someone to trust the process, because he's already prepared you for whatever he's taking you into. Like, it's kind of crazy. And I'm definitely going to say there were moments when I was like, I don't understand what you're doing. This is crazy. I'm poor. I can barely pay my bills. And then the times that I can pay my bills, I can't get no gas in my car. So what you gonna do about that? But trust the process. Also, I want to show you guys my shirt coming soon. It says Jesus on the back. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got this from Pastor Duke in Greenbrier Mall at the kiosk, so you guys should go see him. Okay. As I close, I just want to say that God prepared you. God is preparing the way for you to walk. You just got to do it and trust that he has your back, because he does. And that you are loved. If nobody told you today, you are so loved. I love you. Okay? And you guys have a great rest of your week. Okay? All right? Don't let nobody dim your light. All right?